going. Come on, let me hear you keep it going. And please welcome Mr. Rohan Parrant.
So I recently got some sunglasses. Anyone here got private health insurance? Of course, I'd never used this before, so I went in, look, give me the sunglasses, and they said, you will never see the world the same again. And they were right. I put these sunglasses on, and when I walked down the street, I felt like I'd had 8 beers, and someone spiked every single one of them. I was going to take them back, but my friend had a Bucks party coming up. So I wore them, and I was looser than everyone, and it saved me a lot of money. My mate, he's a life coach, and he has solid advice. He's always giving tips for you to get the most out of your day. He told me that when he goes on a date, and the date's going well, he always wears his socks, and he always arrives early. A few of the ladies know there. A lot of people out there say that my life is like a Simpsons episode, and I really don't know why. Now, I recently had a son born a couple of weeks ago. And as most parents would do when they're sleep deprived, I then decided to run for politics. So in the middle of an election campaign, it actually prepares you really, really well for parenting. Because you have to deal with people out there that will look you dead in the eyes, with chocolate all over their face, crumbs all over their shirt, hand in a cookie jar, maintaining eye contact, and you'll say, did you eat that cookie? And they'll say, no, and take another bite. And you'll say, you're actually eating another one. And they go, no, I'm not. You're a bigot. You also get to meet a lot of members of the community. So when you're out and about, I met this lovely old woman, and she told me she loved my knees. And she lunged at me and went to touch them. I stepped back, a little bit taken aback, and looked around for help. And she told me she'd vote for me if I let her touch my knees. Lady next to me turned around and said, look, every vote counts. And she was right. A vote is a vote, and $20 is $20. So it turns out I like getting my knees massaged. New kink unlocked. Now, I wasn't always a dad. Many, many years ago, it might come as a shock to you. A little bit of a loose unit, I would say. And I thought, what is a polar opposite to me? And I thought, it must be a monk. I need some monks in my life. So I went to the only place I knew that I could find monks, and that was Springvale. And they sent me to Thailand to do 10 days of silence in a Buddhist temple. And I completed that in 6 months, so at least it was done. Now, I had a housemate there, and he was great, but he didn't really follow the rules. He was a massive snorer. And I had to consider many, many nights, if I put this guy in a rear naked choke, will he stop snoring or will he die? Anyway, he's dead, and I still didn't get any sleep. Now, after you've been silent for that long, you need balance. And I really needed to kick someone in the head. So I went and spent the rest of the time fighting Muay Thai in Bangkok. Because when you have to stay silent and not laugh for that long, it's quite challenging. I know some people in this room wouldn't have an issue with that. But nonetheless, I had a great time over there. And most recently, I had a phone call. It was in relation to the knee massage. And at one point I'm thinking, what actually happened? I kind of feel strange about this. I don't really want to take the bins out at night now. There's a whole new thing going on. And they said, well, what were you wearing when you went out there? I'm like, what do you mean? And they go, well, were you with someone? I'm like, well, no. Well, did you do anything to lead her on? I'm like, oh, not really. I might have been wearing a willy warmer. That's about it. And that's what they said. End of the day, it's all fun and games until someone gets their knees massaged. Thank you, Rohan Parrant.
Ladies and gentlemen,